Freakonomics.
We have a crime problem that is now out of control.
All over the country.
I am pro-choice. I believe in Roe versus Wade.
Extremists bomb more than 30 clinics across the country.
People like you allow babies to be
never
killed
give
for any
voice
reason
to
at
the real
all.
experiences of women.
Okay, that's good.
When I started studying crime in the early 1990s, it was roughly at its peak, the highest it had ever been in the United States. And all the experts expected it would go higher and higher. The warnings were everywhere. But then, much to everyone's surprise, something happened.
Oh, I don't know. I guess you're right. I suppose it'd been better if I'd never been born at all.
What'd you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Homicide rates went up in half of the nation's city. 373 homicides last year, up 65.7% over 1987. Murder is a national problem, up an average 11% across the country.
In Bucharest tonight, deposed communist leader Nicolae Ceausescu and his wife have been executed.
Pictures of the former communist dictator lying in state, executed by firing squad.
Crime and violence are now the top concerns of many Americans.
You've been given a great gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
As the 1980s drew to a close, law enforcement experts predicted that the crime wave of the preceding decade would continue to rise. It would be the decade of the mega criminal. There was only one problem. It didn't happen.
Across America, the crime rate is down.
The FBI has some good news about crime. It's down.
It's clear the numbers are dropping. What's not clear is why.
What's behind this dramatic change?
Primarily, it's the police strategies.
We have incarcerated our criminals and thus taken out of the population those people who would commit crimes.
Experts and officials lined up to offer explanations for the drop in crime.
Community police officers, better prevention.
Their explanations included more innovative policing, harsher criminal sentences, changes in the crack market, increased gun control, a strong economy, and more police on the streets. But economist Stephen Levitt examined these explanations, evaluating the most popular ones.
When you look at the data carefully, it's just not clear that they really have that impact that people have suspected.
By analyzing the reasons most often cited by those in the press, Levitt was able to separate the more likely factors from the less likely ones. The crime drop explanation most often cited was that innovative policing strategies had been introduced in some cities. New York City, for example, implemented sweeping law enforcement changes, from Police Chief William Bratton's CompStat system to Mayor Rudolph Giuliani's crackdown on small street crime.
The reductions in crime that have taken place in New York City are pretty close to miraculous.
New York City had among the biggest declines in crime of any city in the country. So there's an enormous amount of fanfare given to the strategies of Giuliani and Bratton. But crime fell everywhere. It's hard to find any city in the United States where crime didn't plunge. And also, crime was down 20 to 30% before Giuliani ever took office. So a number of things make me suspicious that it really was the policing strategies.